Now, this is the floor plan we're going to be reviewing. As you can see, it's a printed copy, but I have redrawn it using pencil for easy marking and erasing where necessary. Let me take you through the design. Okay, so this is the entrance porch. The entrance porch. From the entrance porch, you can access the visitor's toilet, and then from this entrance porch, you get into the main living area, which is this one. There's a lobby that leads you to the kitchen, and inside the kitchen you find the store, and then this is a sit out. From the lobby also you can access the bedroom, and the bedroom has a separate toilet. Now, I love the design in the sense that it's well zoned and well proportioned, and the circulation was maintained on one part in order to maximize use of space. But I think that with a few tweaks, it could become a more functional plan. Let's start with the visitor's toilet. It's not ideal to have your guests leave your room or space or apartment to go outside to use the restroom. That's not nice. And then when you get into the lounge, it's really, really a good one. I like the fact that the windows are on one part and there's another one here. But when you get into the kitchen, you realize that it's too small. That's because there's a store and there's a sit out with so many doors and walls, making it feel tight. For an apartment this size, you don't need a separate store, neither do you need a separate sit out. So we're going to be reviewing this part to make it better. Also, I think this lobby and this door can be better rearranged for good access to the bedroom at the same time to free up space for this area. Now, when you get from the living room to this place, it's too close to this place, then this whole wall is just a circulation space. So we're going to be improving this whole place. And the way the toilet door is positioned, having a separate wet and dry area in this bathroom will be very difficult. So yes, all of that is what we're going to be reviewing. First of all, there are two options I'm proposing. Break up this wall and remove
The
this
first
whole wall
option is
here.
this.
So we have a window here and have our wall here, and then extend this wall also. So we can have like an enclosed wall. However, for this part now, we will erase this whole place, but we're not going to leave it bare like that. So what I'm proposing is extend this wall to align with this one here, and then we have something like an archway open. So that way we can bring this door here and bring this door here. So with this now, you have like a foyer. This becomes like a foyer, and this becomes your the guest toilet. So if you look at it now, this is what we have, which to me is the first option. So for the second option, I have erased the toilet area as well as free up the living room. So what I'll be doing is to create the toilet here. It doesn't have to be the big size block. A 6 inches block would do. And then here, just so it aligns, so you can have a wash and basin on this wall and have a WC on this wall. Now, the advantage of this is you don't have to pipe the wet areas separately. So for the living room now, there's also a new advantage in the sense that you now get a direct view to the entrance instead of being blocked by the foyer like we did in the first option. So this is what we have. However, with every new option comes new challenge. That means the arrangement of this living room now will change because this there's a window here, so you cannot place furniture along this wall. So which leaves us with this wall option or this wall for TV wall. Option for your furniture and TV wall would be to place your TV wall on this part and have your couch arranged along this wall. You can have a three-seater couch here, and then you have the other ones here. It all boils down to choice. Now onto the kitchen. So first of all, let's treat the lobby before we address the kitchen. So I'm going to move this door to the main bedroom wall. Okay, this will at least free up space for this point. And so I'm going to introduce the door here. So we have something like this. Okay, now we have enough space to play with here. So I'm going to remove this door and this wall for the store, and as well as the door here, because it's all making the kitchen feel cramped and tight. And for a one room apartment, which is more like a singles apartment, one person apartment, you don't need a complete store. Cabinets can work for the space. So I'll also clean up this place. Now what I can do now, what I'm going to do is close up this wall where we remove the door from, and then position another door here. So that way the circulation is on one part. That way the circulation is on one part. They're entering from this lobby and they want to access the back of the house. They can go through this place. Now that we have done that, we can now arrange the kitchen the way we want. So for the kitchen, you can do single islands. You can do single islands like this, or even an L or a U. However, with the L shape and the U shape, you need to be mindful that most corners, these areas and these areas, they usually become very hard to use for storage. You have your fridge here, then this whole place is storage. This, you can have your cooker here, 2 plate or 10 plate, and then you can have your sink here. So this is what the kitchen looks like afterwards, which I think is great. Now moving on to the next one, which is the bedroom. The first thing I would do is to move this door completely. That will give us the required space we need to separate the wet and dry areas. So we extend this wall so we can have a shower cubicle here, and then we have a WC here, and then we have a washing basin here. So this door comes this way. Then the bedroom itself, like I said, I love the arrangement of this bedroom. Everything is well structured. So let's think of where to put the wardrobe. Since this wall is already used up, so our best option will be to have the wardrobe along this wall. and put the bare headboard here. I don't like a situation where you are facing the toilet directly. So this is a great place. That way you're not even blocking anything. So this is option one. So which floor plan do you prefer? Option
And
A
this
or
is
option
option
B?
2.
Let me know in the comment section. I am Jerima. See you in the next video.